Hey guys, this is Mark coming to you live with another video. Um, really just why dislike Spectrum and mobile. A few people want to try to irritate me with stupid questions and dumbass, stuff. Well, let's go ahead and get it out the way. I've had Verizon for 8 years. We want to talk about a company that's garbage. Verizon is that company. Verizon, like any other company you dealt with, look like a freaking champion. They make EA look like like a brilliant developer, publisher. Anyway, Verizon to me has no redeeming qualities to me. I would have had them for 10 years. If I went to Spectrum, my phone here, my Samsung Galaxy AM2 that I'm broadcasting live from, um, is from Cricket. Um, Cricket's good and bad. I had a review on that. And I live 2 miles away from the cell phone tower. I only have 2 bars. I drive to the gas station next to the cell phone tower. I got 5 bars. I go to work in Coopertown. With the same company that I work for, in a distribution center or a drug fulfillment center. I have 3 or 4 bars. I come to my house here. I have 2 bars. But you know what? I still have good calling. It's whatever. You take it or leave it kind of thing. The reason why I dislike Spectrum Mobile is that they have the power. Spectrum has the money. They have the money to create their own cell phone service. They have the money to do this. They're using Verizon Wireless towers. They partner with Verizon Wireless. To me personally, Verizon Wireless is good for a trash can. I don't respect them. I can't deal with them. That's why I'm not buying Spectrum Mobile. Now, granted, I have Spectrum Internet and I have Spectrum TV. I have Spectrum Cable and Internet. Buying phone service, don't know why I would, but I could. Keep sending me flyers every month. Hey, buy phone service and your bill will go down. It will go down for a year, but I'm not rushing to go buy a wireless phone and have a cell phone in front of me. I don't know. That's just in myself. I've been retail for 13 years. I prefer going in supply chain distribution. So I understand the whole rigmarole about the selling. So it doesn't bother me. But I dislike Spectrum Mobile because I don't trust Verizon. That's my biggest thing. What happens if the deal breaks off? What then? Is Verizon going to have the deal, or is Spectrum going to have the phone deal? That's the thing I dislike. It's not because of, well, it's because Verizon sucks in my mind, but it's because of the fact you have a company like Spectrum that can go out there and buy a cell phone. They can put cell phone towers on freaking telephone poles. They can get smaller hubs, put them on there, and have it go through wireless. Hell, I know Spectrum and Google Fiber was looking at doing uh, um, wireless internet across cities, infrastructures. Having a wireless pod sitting outside the telephone pole and having your receivers, your wireless receivers and wireless stuff like that connected to it, connected to it, connected to it to actually actually connect to it and actually not have to worry about having wires running to your house constantly, running to running to your house, wire everywhere, internet and maybe even TV. Um, so that's still a thing, and I don't like the deal because I've dealt with Verizon and Spectrum, and Spectrum is a good company in the sense, yes, they jack up my rates, and I went from gold to silver. Um, took away my discount, a $10 discount that I was getting with having TV service, and it's $5 now, and it irritates me, but I just like to back off. the service, go from gold to silver, and then actually be select, and that would be basic cable. At that point in time, I'll probably get rid of it and just have cable through my PlayStation or my Xbox One, and then I'll save a lot more money in that sense. But we're talking about cell phone service, and the issue is this is a weird situation for Spectrum and for its customers. Because if you were out there, yes, people like the line, it's $45 a month. And that's great. But you can't bring your own phone right now. Maybe you'll be able to soon. But is there a Spectrum store? A Spectrum store where I live at, going to go in there and do the phone service? I guarantee they're not going to. Because I go in there, and like two people there all the time. We go in there to pay your bill on the store. And do it occasionally if I'm going to be out in that part of town. It's on the other side of the town for me. If I'm going to be out that way and have my bills due, I'll go ahead and pay it there, right there and there in person. No big deal. Most cases, I just pay online. My phone or my computer, in my computer room, type on there, boom, pay for it, done. Like I've done where I use the work computer at work before I clock in. Work clocking in, and that's how I pay my bill. My thing is, though, they don't tell you a whole lot about, if they're going to add it onto your service. See, you have to have internet connection to get this service. So how is it going to work if you have internet and TV? Are they going to raise the bill up for $45 more? And then if that's the case, fine. If you go to basic cable or have no cable at all, just have Spectrum Mobile and internet and watch TV through a game system or Hulu, whatever, that's fine. But that's my biggest thing. I dislike it because I think it's a sham in my mind. Yes, it's $45 a month. I pay $40 for Cricket. Yes, I have 5 gigabytes a month. I use maybe 2.5 if I'm lucky. Yes, it would be good for me to do this, and I call them up, and I might call them up after this call and talk about it and see what they say about it. But right now, by looking at it, I'm not convinced that it's a solid deal. Because Verizon tried this stuff before. And Comcast, stuff like that. It just seems really... It seems kind of funny to me that they're teaming up with a company, to me, in my mind, like Verizon. They wouldn't know if it's acid on fire if they smelled smoke. And it does irritate me somewhat because I dealt with them for 8 years. With constant bill going up and constantly lying in my face practically in corporate stores. Would you go to a Verizon store to do Spectrum Mobile, or would you go to the Spectrum store? Spectrum Mobile. Or you have to call online, or go online. I don't mind calling people Spectrum because they're pretty decent, most of them are. Better than talking to Microsoft or PlayStation people. Call centers, for that matter. So it just doesn't seem normal to me. It seems kind of out there that they team up together. And Spectrum, like I said, Spectrum and Comcast make their own damn company. Hell, AT&T is a phone company. Them selling phones with satellite or TV makes sense to them because they're a phone company. Spectrum and Comcast are not. They're telecommunications, and they could make their own phone service. And their phones are like $200, $300, $400. Not bad prices for some of the phones. But I'm just not convinced on it. And if you guys have used it, then let me know, because I know nobody who has Spectrum Mobile. They have Verizon, AT&T, Cricket, T-Mobile. My sister has T-Mobile, and she has a Spectrum Internet, and she watches TV through her Xbox One. Sling. So I don't have a lot of people who have Spectrum Mobile. I thought about it for a while, but I'm really hesitant because when named Verizon as their carrier, it kind of just went, now. No, I better cut my throat with a rusty damn knife than go deal with that crap again. And I've been down, and that company made me lose my mind. It's stupidity running amok, and just constantly lying to me and telling me this, that, and the other. You know, so that's why I have my issues with Verizon. And better more than me, Spectrum, to get in bed with Verizon, it's very dangerous for them because they're coming out of this problem they had for years of offering crappy service. Now they're going to go to phone service that, in my mind, has no redeeming quality whatsoever. They can knock on the door and offer me free service or an unlimited ultra telephone service for $50 a month. I wouldn't go back because I dealt with them so badly that I wouldn't trust them. I wouldn't trust them any far as I throw them across the street because it just that's my thing. You know, everybody had that company they can't deal with, and you know they wouldn't give a damn if phone service cost a dime, or if you go to the store and buy something for a dime or whatever with Walmart or Lowe's, Home Depot, whatever company you had a real bad seated problem with, you wouldn't go back in there if they offered you a gift card because the service is so terrible for you. You just had your brain says, no, you know what, we're shutting this down because it's gonna drive you to a stroke or an aneurysm or hell whatever else. So I'm shutting this down. I had that experience with Verizon where I damn wanted to strangle somebody. Not personally threaten nobody, no, but I wanted to strangle something because it was so damn hard to understand. Um, if you want to know more about it, I'll make a video and go through detail about it. And you trust me, it's a pretty lengthy video. But I'll try to keep it down to about 10, 20 minutes. If you guys want to hear about that, why? But it's rough, and that's why I'm kind of hesitant on Spectrum Mobile even succeeding. If it makes it through the first year, I'll be amazed because the first year is going to test if it's going to work or not. And if Spectrum, Verizon screwed up at all, Spectrum better pull the plug and bail out. But then again, a lot of people are going to be left out in the cold phone service. So I read about it. No contracts, all this stuff like that, great stuff, woo-hoo. But if you read the fine print, you buy that phone, it's like a 2-year commitment. And I read that on the website. So it's like a contract. You got to pay it 2 years. It's almost like a contract, folks. It sounds like a contract to me. You can call it what you want to call it. It just sounds like a damn contract to me. Now I'm gonna go online here in about a few hours, and I'll make another video of me online, looking at stuff, going over with you, what my thoughts about it, more in Spectrum, no pun intended, to tell you what I feel and think and what I notice. Maybe you guys learn something new. May all learn something new. Because this doesn't sound shady to me, but it worries me that when companies do stuff like this, the consumer is the one that pays it out the rear end. How I like to say, it pays out the ass. And me being 37 years old, I've paid out the ass plenty of times. I got screwed plenty of times by Verizon, companies like that. Even DirecTV and AT&T. Hey, I also do business with AT&T DirecTV. Well, I don't have satellite, simple, because then I had a used car salesman, a customer service representative. And then instead of a person who wanted someone to give me information, he wanted to buy today, buy today, buy today. That's a whole new different video, different time. This is about Spectrum Mobile and why I dislike it. But later on, I'll go in there and I'll look at it and I'll give you guys my opinion on it. And And we'll literally view it together. I'll literally have a live broadcast and going on it and looking at it and showing you it. Because there's certain things I read in there that hopefully changed a couple months ago. A couple months ago when I first read it. It's been a couple months since I've been on that website looking at Spectrum Mobile. I go every month to pay a bill, but I don't usually. I just pay a bill and move on. But yeah, that's what I want to talk about. That's what I'm going to do later on tonight. Uh, just you guys, have to understand that we're consumers. We have rights to complain about things. If you don't like my complaint, if you don't like my complaints, my videos, here's the suggestion: don't watch them. Very simple. The trolls seem to come out and troll people when people make videos. The trolls can all go away. If you have a legitimate argument, make it down below. If you're gonna act stupid and be a troll, move on somewhere else. I don't need you. I have important people with important questions. Not some stupid troll with no life, no nothing better to do, but type on the computer and try to do stupid things. So if you get important things, put them down below. Like, subscribe. If you're a troll, hit the bricks. I don't need you. This is Mark saying peace and love. My gaming tag is Crisis169 on Xbox Live and PlayStation Network. So I'm using on my Xbox One X, but most kids I'll play PlayStation 4 occasionally. But yeah, guys, I'll see you guys later.